Hi everybody, happy terrific Tuesday. Today this is your shared reading and constructive response video. So last week we talked a little bit about comparing and contrasting with character traits and the mental state. Well, this week we are going to continue to talk about compare, which means how are two things the same, and contrast, which is how two things are different. But we are going to compare and contrast character motivation. So character motivation, let's review that. Character motivation is simple. Remember, it's what drives, like you're driving a car, what drives a character. Character motivation is when you look at the character's problem, what is the problem in the story, and then two, you look at what the character actually wants. Okay? Once you have solved what the problem is in the story and what the character wants, then you can figure out what drove the character to get what they wanted in the story. Okay? Your I can statement for this week. I can compare and contrast the motivation, that's our red hot word, of multiple characters. So not just what drove one character to do something, but what drove two characters to do what they did in the story. How can you do that? You look at the characters' actions, right? What they're doing, dialogue, what they said in the story, and their feelings, the heart. How did they feel in the story? Then number two, you look at how are two characters' motivation the same, that's compare, and how they are different, that is contrast. Why do you need to compare and contrast a character's motivation? I'll tell you why. Good readers compare and contrast motivations to better understand their characters in the story. So I want you to pay close attention to this story called Squirrel and Bear. All right? Squirrel and Bear. Let's begin. Squirrel sat in his tree. He looked at all his apples. He scowled. That means he frowned up. He's very unhappy. I'm sick of apples, said Squirrel. I'm sick of nuts. I want something new. I want to eat a pumpkin. So now I'm going to show you the picture. I'm going to stop right here because now I'm thinking about what the problem is, right? And the problem is that Squirrel, he doesn't want any more apples. He's sick of nuts. And what he wants is he wants a pumpkin. Everybody say character motivation. Character motivation. We know Squirrel, he doesn't want any more apples. He doesn't want any more nuts. And what is it that he wants? He wants a pumpkin. Squirrel did not have a pumpkin, but he knew where to find one. Squirrel lived near a farmer who had a pumpkin patch. Ooh, Ocean Room, you guys been there with me before. Farmers never liked squirrels in their pumpkin patches. Squirrel would have to make sure the farmer did not see him. Squirrel went to the farmer's garden. He sneaked behind a big pumpkin. He looked around and around. He did not see anyone. It was safe to take the pumpkin. Squirrel tried